Hello everyone. In this video we will learn how can we use filter formula to filter multiple criteria from our data instead of manually filtering all the times. Let's get into the video. So in this example I have some data, department, area code, name, country and salary. So first we need to make sure the data is in table form. If you haven't applied table already, just place the cursor within your data and press Control T. It will apply the table because my data is already in table, so I can use it. So firstly, let's start using the filter formula. So is equal to filter, press tab. The first one is array. Array mean your data table. So I will just select here and it will select the whole data for me, comma. Next one is include, which is the criteria. So from which column I want to filter my data. I want to filter my data from department column. So I will just select this column and is equal to this cell because this is the cell where I will type the department name and I want the formula to filter the data from this data set. And again, comma. So if I just have one criteria, I can finish off my formula by just writing the in quotation again, because it's saying me if empty, what if the formula don't find any criteria? So it will just return me nothing, close of bracket. So this is a formula for filtering one criteria, like table, select the array, then criteria, and then what if empty. What if empty, like if you don't find any criteria, then press enter. So if you press enter, so it's showing me the result for the HR department. Because HR department is selected here, it will only filter the HR department related data from this data set. So if I change the department to, for example, finance department, press enter. So it will filter the finance department related data within my data set. So just type HR department again. So this was the formula with the one criteria. Let's delete this data and now move on to the filtering more than one criteria. What if I want to see the employee who's working in the department HR and also living in the country USA? So I have two criteria to filter now. So how can I use the filter formula to apply these two criteria? Is equal to FILT start of bracket array, again select this data set, then comma, include the criteria. This is my first criteria, so I will just start off bracket, and my first filter column is this one, department. Select this one, is equal to this cell, which is my criteria cell, close of bracket. So my first criteria has been completed. So now I have another criteria. Type the asterisk in between. I will explain later on why. And then start of bracket. Now with the second criteria column is this country one, because I want to see anyone working in the USA as well. So select this column and this is equal to this cell and close of bracket, comma. Now last one is if empty. If formula don't find anything, then it should just return the empty, nothing. It shouldn't return anything. Close of bracket, press enter. So now you can see it has filtered the employers who are working in HR and living in USA. So if I change criteria from here, so it will automatically change my filter as well. Finance, press enter. So it will only filter the employer working in finance and living in the USA. So HR, press enter. So this is how you can apply the filter formula to filter the multiple criteria. So what was the reason why I applied asterisk in between these two conditions? So I'm using Microsoft 365. If I just select this criteria, so it will show me true, false, true, false, true, false. Wherever the formula find the related criteria, it will consider as a true. True mean one, and wherever it doesn't find the criteria, it shows the false, which means zero. So for example, I want both criteria to meet, then formula show me the relevant data. If any of the criteria missing, I don't want any result. So So for example, here the formula find the value that is true and it means 1. And if I just select from here and see what it shows, it's showing me the true. So in the both scenario, it's 1 and static 1. 1 static 1 is equal to 1. So it will filter me the data. So again, so if the formula doesn't find the true value, for example, if I select this option, this criteria. Second one is false because it's finance department. My criteria is HR department. And if I see the second criteria is showing me the false as well because it's UK. However, if I select this again and see this one is true and false. So if the point I'm trying to say is if one criteria meet, that means true, that means is one. And if another criteria doesn't meet, so one, and the second criteria, if doesn't meet, it shows zero. And what would be the result if I use asterisk in between? It will be zero. So the formula won't show me anything, which I exactly want. So if the both criteria meet, it means true, and second criteria is equal to one. And then what will be the result? The result will be the true and it will show me the result. So if I don't use static in between, so the my result won't be accurate in that sense. So this was a scenario to meet the both criteria. I just want if any of the criteria meet, the formula should filter the relevant data for me. For example, if anyone's working HR or living in USA, the formula should give me the result. So all the formula is same. The only difference is the steric. If I remove it and enter the plus, so if any of the criteria meet, so formula will filter the relevant data. For example, if this condition meets, so that's the true. And if I check this condition, it's showing me the true. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. It will filter the data. However, if one condition meet and other condition doesn't meet, it means 1 plus 0 and is equal to 1. It will still show the data, which I exactly want. If any of the condition meet, then the formula should work for. So like here. So if anyone is not even the USA but is working in the HR, it will still show me the result because I have typed the plus in between, which the formula will consider. So this was the part a bit tricky to understand, but once you start applying for it, you will get the point what I'm trying to say. So all you need to remember is true is equal to 1, false is equal to 0. So when the both condition meet, then the 1 static 1 is equal to 1, and if any of the condition don't meet, 1 static 0 is equal to 0, and it won't return me anything. So this was the advanced filtering option. Hit the like button if you like this video.